frenzy Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On first down, it's Smith. Caught here by Conley. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Smith now on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Smith. And it's complete to Kelce. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Smith. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demetrius Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. On the counter, here's Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hits his target, Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Jesse James, 10 catches, 131 yards in the Steelers' 2 playoff games last year. A more than reliable tight end, a guy who can create big-time plays downfield. But let's face it, partner, you love calling that name in a game, don't you?
I do. But as we saw right there, he's really reliable on third down, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Jesse James.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, and when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Bell. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
An update now from Oakland. The Chargers have just scored to take the lead over the Raiders. Phillip Rivers with 2 first-half touchdown passes. To return, here's Chris Conley. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chiefs are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Steelers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Conley's wide open here on the catch, and he ends up at midfield before he stopped on the play. Sticking with the same drive. Smith's going to complete the pass. This play goes for a score. That puts them up by a touchdown. About halfway through the 2nd quarter, it's Roethlisberger to his big tight end. That's Jesse James. He'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Later on the drive, they'd stall out and settle for a field goal. Final moments of the first half. Kelsey's by himself here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line.
And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Bell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Smith. And able to find Conley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Smith with a give to Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that'll be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the kick.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out left side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What would you have said to me if I told you in pregame that Big Ben and Antonio Brown wouldn't have hooked up until the second half?
I would say that they'd be losing, and they are.
Yeah, they are, and they've got to find a way now to continue to connect and try and get their team back in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Over the middle, complete. That's James. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. His pass caught at the 4. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ramik Wilson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and just 1. Smith now to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. It might be necessary here in OT.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guy.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to